A Plaguelands media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media, bringing you an introduction to our next movie review. Well, this is technically part 3 of our Excalibur movie review. It was kind of a long time coming, and I do apologize for that, but life stuff kind of got in the way, so I'm just going to say cheers. And let's just get on with the next episode of
Watch a fucking film. Watch a fucking film. People.
Okay, welcome to part 3, if you can fucking believe this shit, of Excalibur, one of the greatest sword and sorcery Arthurian epics ever to come out of the 1980s. Of course, released in 1981. If you don't know that, go back and watch parts 1 and 2, you plebeian pieces of shit. But until then, let's continue with the story, where we left off from part 2. Guinevere and Lancelot were doing the do in a mossy dew, and Arthur found them, got kind of pissed, stabbed Excalibur between their writhing naked bodies, and rode off. And then Lancelot ran off into the forest with his butt cheeks showing, and if you pause it just right, a little bit of poo hanging out of his butt. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's up to you guys to decide whether that actually happened.
It was his ball sack.
Okay, poo, ballsack. Let's agree to disagree. Now, we're off to a good start. Okay, so where does the story continue?
Oh, fuck. It's been nearly 6 weeks since I've watched it.
Well, one of the things to make clear is when Arthur stabbed the sword between Lancelot and Guinevere, it pierced the heart of the dragon, which interfered with Merlin, who was about to. We talked about this last time, but he was about. I think my interpretation of the film is Merlin was about to cast a spell on Morgana. He was about to destroy or diminish Morgana.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
He lured her into that fucking
Right.
cave thing.
Mm-hmm.
The inner workings of the dragon or some shit.
Yep. There's a complicated kind of cat and mouse thing going on between Merlin and Morgana, where is it Morgana seducing Merlin, or is Merlin playing a game with Morgana? It's difficult to tell.
I think it's a bit of column A, bit of column B.
Yeah. And actually, because I've now read basically 3/4 of La Morte d'Arthur, in the book, it's much clearer that Merlin has a boner for Morgana. It's much more that way. But in the film, it's played. It's kind of weird because Merlin is sort of. They sort of portray him as someone who doesn't have that dimension to him. He's not a man. He doesn't understand lust, desire. He understands abstractly. At least that's what the other characters think about him. But in the book, he just really wants Morgana.
He has a Jones for him.
Yeah. But that does happen in she tricks him enough to lead him into his. It's kind of like a fortress of solitude that he has going on.
Yeah, that cave thing.
Yeah. And then as he's in the middle of casting a spell on her, Excalibur going into the ground there between Guinevere and Lancelot makes him kind of dazed and confused enough that Morgana can turn the tables on him.
But you have to kind of at the same time, that idea that Lancelot and Guinevere are lovers, Morgana puts that into the head of the knight, which puts it into the head of So it all kind of leads to
Yeah.
that one.
Mm.
Yeah, it's part of her strategy, and
Yeah.
I mean,
She's the Megatron of this whole thing.
she's the villain of the piece. That's for sure. That's for sure. And
Or Galvatron, if you're a fan of that era of Transformers.
yeah, that's right. Depending what vintage you're at.
Or the
But
Shredder.
it's
Or
yeah, the
Krang.
Shredder if you like.
Whatever. Let's just go with it.
But either way, Merlin is encased in this stone / ice
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
he's basically dead at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. He is.
He's basically dead.
He's
Fucked.
pretty much out of the picture at this point in the picture.
Yep. And that's straight out of Lamort Arthur as well. The same thing happens to Merlin. A witch. It's kind of complicated. It's kind of a witch. It's kind of Morgana imprisons him in stone really early on in the stories.
Mm.
So at least in the film, he's there right up until like the last act. And then he, as we know, he comes back in a way. I don't know if that happens in the stories because I haven't finished reading them, but when he comes
Then
back,
what
it's
right do
in a
you
different
have to
form.
comment on this? How
Yeah, exactly.
dare
Yeah,
you,
how
you
dare it.
fraud?
Total fraud. But when he
Your
comes back
love,
in
bring
this,
me back.
it's in a different form. So it's not necessarily Merlin has,
It's like a
but it's a
Force
bit
ghost.
Gandalfy. Exactly, it's a bit Force ghosty. It's not quite Gandalf returning as Gandalf the White, but it's
So after
similar.
this happens, I believe we get that how do I put this? The CSI SVU scene?
A lot happens really quickly there. The very next thing that Morgana does after taking out Merlin is seduces her brother.
Half brother.
Half brother seduces her half brother.
Doesn't make it any better, but I just want to be clear for all you haters out there.
But to be fair, I guess that's how Arthur got begotted in the first place.
Exactly.
Was by sorcery disguise, through his father's sorcery disguise, and she's just returning the favor here. She disguises herself as Guinevere, goes into his bedchamber, and seduces him, and then really quickly, within like a second of this happening, she's giving birth
to Mordred.
Like the story skips ahead till she's giving birth to Mordred, and it's happening in this. It's like Castle Grayskull, and there's lightning striking the towers, and it's biblical, if you like. But it happens really quick. The story rushes ahead there.
But and then I don't know if I'm skipping ahead here. I probably might be. But Mordred very much resembles Joffrey Baratheon.
Mordred is he resembles him. He resembles him in a lot of ways. One of the ways he resembles him is he's eminently hateable.
Yes.
He's detestable.
Yes.
You just hate his guts.
From the beginning, this kid is a little snot boy.
Yeah. He's got that fucking laugh too.
Yeah, he's the I think of him as the laughing knight, but we don't meet him yet because there's what happens first is he's born, and then something really strange happens with the story. It's Arthur becomes an old man. It's sort of like who is it in Lord of the Rings? Who's the King of Rohan? What's
No, this isn't a Ian thing. This isn't a Hugh thing. I know Grim or Wormtongue, but I don't know.
The effects of
for fuck's sake, we were just talking about Hummer and his fucking
Theoden.
Yeah, Theoden.
Yeah. Arthur becomes like a Theoden under the Wormtongue treatment. He gets a grey beard, he's weak, he's lost, The countryside is going to shit. Peasants are they're starving. They're being raided by raiders.
He gets before that. They have this weird not weird, but this church ceremony, and they're talking shit, and then he gets hit by a bolt of lightning.
Yes, yeah. And then out of nowhere, everything's going to shit. He's at a loss. He's given up. He's lost Excalibur because he left it implanted in the ground between Guinevere and Lancelot. And we don't know what's happened to Guinevere and Lancelot. We
No, they
we
just
don't
fuck
see
off.
them for a while.
Yeah, they disappear.
And you know, Lancelot's refrain is,
His
"Oh,
sexy
it's a
butt
king without
cheeks
a
and
sword."
his possibly
He takes
poo
his
or
sexy butt cheeks and he
scrotum.
Poo or balls, your choice.
Yeah, it's a choose your own adventure. And
Did I mention that he has a really nice ass?
I'm sorry. If you were reading the Excalibur Choose Your Own Adventure and you got to the passage where it said, "Did you see Lancelot's butt cheeks?" Turn to page 45. If you saw Lancelot's balls, turn to page 26.
well, each is a choice, as you said.
Ian Livingston, if you're watching this, that's all yours. Use it,
Yeah,
please.
you could use that. You could use that with City of
That's a
Thieves,
freebie.
the hardcover edition. Knock yourself out.
Go
Out
for
of
it.
nowhere,
We should write our own
we
Choose Your Own
should.
Adventure.
This is, yeah. Depending on what
And
you're
this
seeing.
and this is why this is 3 episodes long. It's because we keep going on stupid fucking tangents.
Okay, dude. I'm just gonna tell you now, we should call it Choose Your Own Ball Sack. And then if you like the Knight's Ball Sack, turn to page 4.
Well,
Okay.
Uh,
And this is why we're not
Lancelot's Ball Sack.
monetized.
on that
Well,
note,
Okay.
we'll see. It part of why we're at a loss here, I think, is because something really fucking crazy happened. Like in the narrative sense, it's Arthur just says out of nowhere, the only thing that's going to fix our situation is the Grail.
Yep. And that
Comes out of absolutely nowhere. Like there's never been any mention of the Grail up until this point.
I
There's
forgot
no
that the
suggestion
Holy
that they were
Grail was.
looking for it.
I forgot the Holy Grail was part of this fucking movie. I literally forgot that it was.
did you?
Yeah.
It comes out of
Okay.
nowhere. Like there's not like any, in a contemporary context, someone would mention it. It would be established as a thing, as a MacGuffin early on.
Here's the thing.
But there's nothing.
In the 80s, with these sword and sorcery films, I think there are 2 reasons for this. And oh God, I don't want to say what I'm about to say, but I'm about to say it.
No, just go for it.
As a professor that teaches film studies, I think part of it is the established law of the world in when this came out in 1981. There was a boom in sword and sorcery stuff, and people kind of understood Arthurian legend. I think that's one of it. I think the second reason as well is that growing up with movies in the 80s, which I did, and Ian did, and Luke, you did as well to an extent. We just didn't fucking care. Like, we just went, okay, they're going on the Holy Grail trip, hey, Holy Grail, whatever. Like, fucking look at our Caravan of Courage fucking video.
That's true. That is true.
I think those 2 things mesh together enough that movies back then let the audience think for themselves.
Yeah, I think that absolutely there is.
Or
We've
at
got
least,
to a point where
or at least go and research it. Like, actually go to a library and pick up the fucking book and read it. There's a novel idea.
Or you don't even have to do that now. You can just go to Wikipedia and go, Excalibur, what am I
Well,
missing?
and that, yeah, but then you get like fuckwits, going there and editing and putting in their own reality into
well,
Wikipedia. Like,
it's all
Wikipedia is
about
just a
it.
stupid
It's
piece of
it's
shit.
all about, in my personal opinion, and I'm not including the two of you in this because you might disagree with me. I don't want to be spoon-fed shit when I watch a film or watch a TV show. I just want to watch it
No,
and connect the
I want to
fucking dots
watch.
myself.
Yes, that's right. Watch it, enjoy it, or hate it, and then go, okay, what was that all? What was that about?
Yep.
Okay, I might actually go do some research. Holy shit!
yeah,
Miss Marple style. Let's investigate why.
I will take. I will give you. Sorry, I will give you an example right now. I've been watching Spider Noir on Amazon, and I've read the comic. The show deviates from the comic. I'll watch an episode, and I'll go, I didn't understand that reference. Go look it up. Oh, that's what they were referencing.
Exactly.
Okay, then go look it up. Then go look it up,
Exactly.
and then go back into the next episode. It's a little effort. I understand that, but ultimately
But that's
we
part of the
start to
fun.
enjoy. It's part of the fun. 100%. You just hit the fucking nail right on the head, Ian. It's part of the fun.
Fucking
no,
use
it
your
is,
fucking.
and
Maybe we should start a segment that use your fucking brains, people. I'll even write the jingle for it.
well, the thing is, there's a couple of things there. One is, yes, films have become probably risk averse to avoiding,
Yep.
formula. The formula must be obeyed at all costs, or else the film will make a loss. So we have. Whereas this obviously has not got that. This film has not got that spirit. It is just. It's wild. It's crazy. It's eccentric. It's part of the beauty of the film.
It's
But
fantastic. Yeah.
also, one of the things I've discovered as a result of reading the Mallory text is that this film decision to just have the Grail dropped in as a plot device is actually not that dissimilar to the text.
Yep.
Because 3/4, like I'm still I haven't finished reading the second volume. I'm past halfway, so I'm 3/4 of the way through. One of the weird things that happens in the story, in Mallory's story, is Lancelot's son comes along, Sir Galahad. As soon as Sir Galahad comes along, there starts to become this really heavy Christian dimension to the text.
Yeah, so Galahad the Pure.
So Galahad is pure. He's the knights. From that point on, all the knights who you've come to know and love start to be seen from a Christian perspective.
Yep.
And Galahad is pure. He's the most Christian of the knights.
Mhm.
He's the best of the knights. He's the only knight that's better than Lancelot. And he's Lancelot's son. And what happens is the Grail comes to Camelot in the stories in a weird way. The Grail is like its own entity. It sort of appears to people, and it's almost like an angel or a messenger from God. So the Grail comes to Camelot, and certain people understand it and can see it because they're more or less godly or whatever. And that's when Arthur says, "Holy shit, we've lost our way. We need the Grail." And
Yeah.
that's when he sends the knights out to get it. And in a way, the film does that. It's like,
But
okay,
but we
but
don't
the way
get
they
Sir
do it is
Galahad in the film
no, Sir Galahad's not in this at all.
because I mean we do have that modern film The Green Knight because that was the
Mhm.
Sir Galahad and the Green Knight was the big uh
Yeah, which I still haven't
God
seen.
versus
Yeah.
nature kind of thing, which
Mhm.
is a whole separate entity in and
Mhm.
of itself. But it is an interesting um it's I understand why they didn't do it because there wasn't enough time. They spent so much
Mm.
time on the first part of the film.
There he is.
Oh, he's back.
Mm.
Wait,
You know,
Hugh, are you back?
I didn't
You
say
back?
this before, but
Go.
yes, he's back. He's moving. Yeah, I was gonna
Thank goodness.
say this third act of the film is my favorite. I
Mhm.
think it's but it's also to me also the most disappointing as well. If you can have the two in the same, because
Yeah.
there's so much that they left out. I mean, and that's contradictory to what I was saying before about going to research it. But I think this is, to me, this is the most important part of the film, which should have warranted much more visual, you know,
But
deliverance
No, I
on
know
the
what you're saying, Hugh. It's
story.
like that at this point in the story, basically what happens is Arthur sends the knights of the Round Table out to get the Grail,
yep.
so they all go out on this
Yes,
quest.
which
And
you get, you
yeah,
understand that.
yeah, you get
Um,
a very short, condensed version of that, but it would be great
yes,
to have a little bit more, to see a
What
little bit
what it
more
that's
about the
right.
quest.
Maybe cut out, Lancelot's butt cheek scenes a little bit and add 10
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
of a
yeah.
bit more.
Less but more
What the
Grail.
fuck?
Yes.
you know what I think the problem is before we continue because this is actually a really important part of the film itself
Yeah.
Mm,
is when this film came out there wasn't a lot of fantasy movies that warranted sequels.
Hmm.
This warranted to be two films.
mm,
Oh, absolutely.
yes. I mean,
And if
or a very long film. I mean,
no,
like
dude, I
sorry,
mean
what year was it
81,
again? Did we work that out?
81.
It was
81.
81. You
And
had, I mean, epic films before. I mean, this is an epic film as far as I'm concerned, but lengthwise, I mean, what else did you have that was? I mean, this is what 2 hours and 20 minutes,
mhm.
or
Yeah,
was it less than that?
no, it was
Yeah,
about
2 hours 20 minutes.
That's right.
but
And
Um,
it was
it
designed to be it was going to be a 3 hour film, but now that I've read the screenplay, even the 3 hour version um leaves out there's nothing additional in the 3 hour version about the quest for the Grail. So I
okay.
think you're right. It should have been two,
it should
you
have
know, in
been
an
two
ideal
films. It
world,
should
there
have
would
been
be yes.
Excalibur
Yeah.
and then Excalibur Quest for the Grail.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, those sort of things weren't popular back then. If it had been made
No, of
now,
course.
Peter Jackson would have made it into fucking
Well,
a five
yeah,
film
that's
epic
right. It
masterpiece.
could have been 10 Peter Jackson films. That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's
But
at the end of the
this
film,
whole
an
quest,
Urukai comes out of the
yeah,
water and goes
Yes.
Excalibur, and then he fucking goes back in.
Yeah.
but this whole
And
quest
Andy Serkis
sequence.
could play every fucking character.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Just Andy Serkis and the guy who plays Merlin doing every character. That'd be fine.
That'd be a perfect film.
No, you know what would
They're
be a
both fucking
perfect
cool.
film? Is if the guy that played Merlin, the Ian McKellen and Christopher Lee just met in a fucking room and they're like, I'm the wizard. No, I'm the wizard. No, I'm the wizard. And they just do that Spider-Man pointing meme. over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, we- we're at the point in the film where they're going on the quest for the Grail. The
Oh,
quest for the
fuck.
Grail really, it takes 5 minutes in the film.
It's one
Yeah.
person. It's literally fucking Percival.
That's right. It's
It's
Percival.
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 And
And
it's a
then everyone
10-year
else is
quest.
fucking dead or hanging from a tree and having fucking crows peck their eyes out.
And that's going back to my original point. It's my favorite part of the film, but
Mhm.
it's the most disappointing part of the film because you don't get to see, except for one other knight that you see strapped to the back of a horse, fucking
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
And I think that's Gawain,
you
isn't
know,
it? Is that Liam Neeson?
I think so.
Mm.
I think so. It's been, like I said, it's been 6 weeks since I've seen it, so I can't quite
Yeah,
remember.
I think it's Gawain because it's
Can I just
Percival who
stop
comes
you there?
upon
Can I
the-
just stop you there? Everyone, this is Plaguelands Media. We do a film review in 3 parts, and we only watch the movie once and spend 6 weeks talking about it. So, okay, let's continue.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Maybe we should lay off the alcohol.
I
Hey, wait a
agree
minute.
with that wholeheartedly.
Me too.
Speaking of which, you
Black
pause for 1
gold.
second. I'll be right back.
Okay, hold on. Let me just hit this button here. Okay. So, where were we up to, Luke?
So
Fuck.
we really need to get to the laughing knight is what we need to get to.
Oh
So,
yes. So they're on the quest of the Grail.
Christ.
Percival's the only knight that you see,
Questing.
making an effort,
Doing anything.
questing, doing anything. Yeah, and then you come to the laughing kid in the gold armor.
And that even the armor design is meant to make you hate this guy, right? Like he has
He's a cocksucker.
golden helmet with curls, and it's just you're meant to loathe this guy.
When I first saw that, my initial thought was that's like Greek or Roman mythology.
Yes.
That's not Arthurian.
Mhm.
That is like Cupid or something with the golden curls.
Yes, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Almost elevating that character from just a mere laughing little, naughty little fuck to like a godlike.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I think there's something like that going. And then, what? Tell me if I missed anything here. Percival follows the laughing knight to.
Yes.
He sees. Does he see? Is that? Does he see the knights hanging from the tree at that point?
Yeah. He sees the
And
tree.
that's that
Yeah. So
famous scene
he follows the kid.
Yep.
They kind of not capture, but they also almost seduce him in some weird way, and then he goes on about we've been going for so long. I think there's a scene
9
there
years,
where
not 10 years, 10 years, I think.
9 or 10 years, and then saying, I've lost all sort of hope, and then I saw this fucking little boy sort of thing, and then you hear fucking laughing at him like he's a fucking Fruit Loop, and they seduce him in some weird fucking surreal spell-like thing, and then he's hanging from a tree with a bunch of knights.
You get the impression that they're running this thing on him that they've done with a whole lot of other knights previously.
Yeah.
That's right. And he failed. And he failed because he's hanging from the tree.
Yes. And
he hasn't actually failed yet. Sorry, no, he hasn't actually failed yet, I think. I think that's part of the thing. He's hanging from the tree, with that weird sort of on the cusp of death, and then the Grail appears. And it's almost like the final sort of
test.
Puzzle test or whatever.
Because when we say hanging from the tree, he sees a tree with a whole bunch of the Knights of the Round Table hanging from it, dead, and in fact, it's their it's interesting because what they've done is they've put like these suits of armor hanging from a tree, and they've stuffed them with like mincemeat or something, and there's all these crows
Yes.
eating the meat out of the armor, and it looks
You
awful.
know,
It looks
practical,
terrible.
practical effects.
Yeah,
Practical
when I say it
effects.
looks terrible, it looks horrific. It's great. And one of the crows
Mm.
actually plucks an
The
eyeball, which
eyeball
I'm
out,
sure is a
yeah,
cow's
yeah.
eye or
Yeah.
something out of the skull. And so, but basically my point is that there's a tree with all these dead Knights of the Round Table hanging from it. Percival goes in,
Mm.
meets Mordred and Morgana, and they play this seduction thing spell with him, and as a result, they end up hanging him from the tree too. That's kind of what happens, right? Like he's hanging from the tree,
Yeah, he
and that's when he
gets
has the dream of encountering the Grail.
Yes.
that weird
Yeah.
And
Tron
it's Mr.
moment
Bucket.
where he goes into the
Yeah.
computer and
Yeah. Tron like it's Mr. Bucket voicing the Grail. Because he has a dream and the Grail comes in and says, "Who does the Grail serve?"
yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like, I don't know. I don't know.
And he runs like a fucking pussy, tries, up the drawbridge that's,
Yep.
coming back up, and he
Yep.
fucks his
But
chance.
yeah, exactly. But as he's hanging from the tree, the knight above him, the knight's, what do
The
you call that?
spur on
The
his
spur
yeah.
on his armor is
Spurs.
slowly hacking away at the rope that's tying him, and so
Mm.
he's released.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually thought that was
I'd
really
be
cool.
so you.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
good. I'd be interested to the once you finish reading the blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
What if that's part of it, or that's just a bit of
I don't think it will
artistic?
be Percival. I sincerely doubt it will be Percival because from what I'm reading, Sir Galahad is the one
It's
who's going to get the
Galahad
Grail.
in Lamont Arthur.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm.
And like because in lots of in the stories, lots of the knights kind of come across the Grail, but they can't see it or interact with it because they're not pure enough.
Okay.
It's a totally different situation. In this, that I think the film, in its way, it does a good job of representing a quest for the Grail.
Mm-hmm.
Like I agree. I would want more of that.
Yeah,
Like that should be
absolutely.
a film. That should be a film in itself. The quest for the
Yeah.
Grail. But they at
Yeah.
least make it clear that this is what the Knights of the Round Table are dying for. Like they're dying to find this thing. And Percival falls from the tree. And then I think what happens next is they cut to Mordred, who is Arthur's incest son.
Incest baby, yeah.
Yep.
Nepo
Yes.
baby.
Yeah, Nepo baby. Challenging
That's
him
right. And he turns into a man.
Yes,
He
he's
turns
suddenly a
into a
man.
man.
And he
He's
challenges
suddenly a man,
Arthur
and that's why
at
he goes to the gates
of
of
Camelot.
at the gates of Camelot,
Mhm.
and with the line, Arthur goes, what's he say? All I can offer you or give you is my love, and he turns around and that's the only thing of yours I don't want. Like a snotty
it's
little.
a great line.
Yeah,
It's a great line.
That's a fucking Will Smith son line.
Yeah, that's right. That's the only thing of
Don't
yours
get
I
me
don't
started.
want.
That's a Tom Cruise line.
And Mordred is
fuck you.
Yeah, Mordred is very hateable. He's an eminently hateable character.
Yeah.
You can understand where George R. Martin got Joffrey Baratheon from.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
as you guys have said,
absolutely.
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And
Like
then
that's the immediate thing when I watch it again. I'm like, oh my God, that's
Mm.
absolutely.
Mm.
And the very next thing that happens actually is they cut to Percival, and there's a complicated situation there, but Percival basically finds Lancelot, and Lancelot has been
Yes.
living as a kind of religious figure.
like
He's
you,
got a big grey beard.
recluse fucking wild man.
Yes, he's living
Mm.
like a hermit. He's a religious fanatic, and he's leading these peasants on a kind of anti-round table
Yeah, yeah.
protest, you know.
Mm.
And so they run into Percival, and Percival's like, "Hey, Lancelot, Arthur needs you. We need you. We need you." And he's like, "You
Mm.
knights, you've doomed us. You've betrayed the people of the land." You know, like, and he pushes Percival into the river.
Which is funny because you're the one who fucked the queen.
Yeah, exactly. Lancelot fucked it. Exactly.
Anywho,
Yeah. But you know
Whatever.
what's it's kind of weird too, because in the Mallory stories, that doesn't happen, but Lancelot does go completely bushweek for a while, and lives in the forest naked for 2 years.
again with
Because
the
of
nudity.
yeah, he's naked for 2 years. See, the film is it does its best to capture all these aspects of the stories. But yeah,
Mm.
he basically he lived
Yeah.
naked in the forest for 2 years straight.
Mm. Just
But
picturing it now.
in this, yeah, yeah, yeah. But in this version, he's like a mad monk or something. He's like a mad
Oh,
monk, and
he's like Rasputin,
Rasputin,
the
the
man,
yeah,
man,
man.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
monk.
That's right. But the main thing is he pushes
Fuck
Percival
yeah.
into the river, and Percival
Mm.
drifts away.
I wouldn't even call it a river.
No, it's a
It's like
creek.
a
It's
fucking
like fucking
creek
lyric.
Stream.
It's
at
lyric
best.
cascades.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Lyra Cascades was a much more impressive waterfall than. Anyway, anywho, we're
Yeah,
getting off
well,
track.
let's just keep good. Let's just
But
keep
no, no,
going.
you're absolutely right. It's totally kind of bizarre because it's basically just a stream that carries
Mm.
Percival away,
I love how
and then
Percival.
Percival,
There's one
Mm.
scene where Percival has to kick himself off a rock because he's been kind of
yeah,
stuck, and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh
yeah, yeah.
shit!"
He just helps himself
Mm.
along. But then he comes upon the castle that was in his dreams when he was hanging from the tree,
Again, near
and
death. I'm assuming
yeah,
he's meant to be drowning or some shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the Grail asks him, "Who does the Grail serve?" And this time he has the right
And
answer.
he has the answers.
I was surprised that the Grail didn't say "E.T. phone home."
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was 1981, so it should have.
Yeah, okay.
But
So they like Spielberg probably looked at that and went, "Hey, I can maybe do this a bit better." But
yeah,
hey, whatever.
but
Maybe we should review ET.
Oh
I think so.
fuck no, dude.
Yeah, no.
Got too many childhood fucking memories of that one. Let's continue.
So
Anywho,
he gets the answers right this time, therefore getting the Grail, and then he immediately teleports to King Arthur's side,
Yeah,
and
and then
yes,
he
Arthur
fucking
drinks from the Grail, and he says, "I didn't know how empty was my soul until it was filled." And he's fine.
yes,
He's just immediately fine. And then he rides
yeah.
off to do battle.
He's just a bit grayer.
Hmm. But then
Yes,
he immediately rides off to do
yes.
battle with that. What's that song? The O
and then
Fortuna?
here we go.
Bidford Karloff's oh fuck, brain fart.
Yeah, that's the song. Brain fart. I remember that one. It was
That's
like Do brain fart.
Car-
Brain fart.
Carmen
Brain
Barino
fart.
by Karloff.
There you go.
Mhm. And so he's
And
riding off the battle immediately, but he stops at the nunnery to
Yes.
visit Guinevere.
Fucking
the
Guinevere,
nunnery.
who had kept the sword.
Hmm.
She
Yes.
had kept the fucking sword, and she was
Yep.
like, I've been masturbating with this thing for 10 years. Oh, don't take it from me. It's my dildo.
But what's interesting is
I
he
don't remember
forgives
that in
her.
the film.
Oh, that was the
No,
director's cut. That was,
that's the
yeah,
director.
I watched a different version. I watched the
He forgives
Japanese
her.
Oh,
cut.
okay.
I
She
watched the
forgives
anime
him.
version.
But he,
Sorry. What?
I, d-
I'm just all I'm thinking here is that that fucking that anime we used to watch back in the day, and I can never pronounce the fucking name of it.
Urasuki Doji.
That's the one. Legend of the Overfiend.
oh my God. I remember I borrowed that from Civic Video.
I did too,
And
several times.
well, I remember watching it, and in my room we had a VCR and a TV, and we were allowed to watch whatever we wanted. And I put that on, and my mum came in, and she saw the scene where the very beginning, it's in hell, and all these women are being raped by demons.
Amanu
And
Yaku
she
of the
goes,
clan Yaku.
yeah. She goes, "What is this movie?" And I go, "I don't know. I think I made a mistake. I think I rented the wrong thing." She's like, "Can you eject it now? Because I want to watch it and see what." So she took it out, and she went and she came back. She said, "That I'm not letting you watch the rest of this. That is
How
a
old were you?
disgusting film." I don't know. I must have been really young. I must
Dude,
have been like 10.
dude,
Yeah. Okay.
I got the DVDs of the Urasuki Doji series when our video store was closing down. And then
Do I have that? Because I've got that on DVD. Is that your copy?
that's my copy because we went out drinking one night and I didn't have the money for the drinks. And I said, you can come to my place to take whatever DVDs you want. And you took those
And I did.
DVDs and um yeah, that was I like those films are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, everyone who
Oh,
is
they're
watching this, Urasuki
absolutely
Doji,
brilliant.
fantastic fucking anime,
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. But
absolutely.
I will always remember getting drunk off Ian's dime and then Ian coming back to my place and going, all right, I'm taking this one and this one and this one. And all he took was my pretty much porn anime. That was
Well, I don't think culturally nobody knew that animation could be that intense and demonic at that
they're
time.
re-releasing
In our culture,
Mm.
in Australia, like nobody in Australia would know. Like you had to find it for yourself. It wasn't like
yeah.
oh,
Mm.
by the way, there's
They're
these other
re-releasing
films
Ninja
where
Scrolls at the cinema.
Are they really? Because
Yeah.
that was my first
Same.
introduction
Same.
to anime.
Same.
And I saw it and I'd never seen anything like it and was fucking hooked.
Yep. They're re-releasing it at the cinemas.
Absolutely fucking hooked. Awesome.
So check it out. They probably do it in Australia. They're re-releasing Ninja Scroll at the cinema.
Oh, that'd be the biggest problem for us, or for me anyway, would be finding one close to where I am. I
Yeah.
can't see the Edge doing it. It'd be a fucking Point Sydney job.
Yeah. Okay, where are we up to in this
Anywho,
review? Because we don't want to do a part 4.
well, yeah, exactly. Well,
you know,
Arthur gets Excalibur from Guinevere at the nunnery,
Yep, at the nunnery.
and then he goes after Mordred. He's attacking Mordred's army,
That's right.
And
That's right. You,
there's,
and
there's
then
that.
you have this scene where the 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 fog
Yeah.
is
Yep.
encapsulating the Mordred's camp, and then he goes sees his mother. Oh, hang on a minute. No. We missed a bit. We missed a bit where um uh he- just before the
Arthur
battle,
goes to like a
Arthur goes to
Stonehenge
like a
thing.
Stonehenge, and
Oh,
he's
that's where the
sort of
Merlin comes
almost
to him.
doing like yeah, almost like a Conan-esque
Yeah. Yep.
scene where he's, trained a Crom, but he's sort of,
Mhm.
having a crack at Merlin, and then Merlin sort of force ghosts appears, blah blah blah, and is your love brought me back,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and and then and then is there a scene in that bit where Merlin appears to Morgana?
Oh, Ian. No, yeah, this is an important scene. Like,
Yeah.
Arthur falls asleep at this weird sort of Stonehenge thing,
That's right.
and Merlin speaks to him in this dream, and then the two of them, they sort of reminisce and that, and then Merlin says, "Oh, I know what to do," and then he appears in Morgana and Mordred's camp.
Yes.
And he walked
That's
into
right, in the
Morgana's
tent.
and Morgana
That's
is
right.
asleep,
Yes.
and Merlin is like he tricks her into speaking the
That's right. Oh,
dragon's word.
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
That's right. The chant of making. Now, did any of you remember it?
Oh, hell no,
Oh,
dude. Come on. Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
kidding me?
Oh, you
Latu,
guys are
Baratu.
fucking hopeless. No,
Okay.
no. Oh, no, my
No.
frak uthwas bithad the dukiel yenve.
I did
Exactly.
I did remember it, dude. Although I might
Yeah.
not be as good with my pronunciation as you. Okay, ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go. Bloober bomb blib blom blib.
Whatever you're doing, please stop.
What is he doing? Hang on a sec. I got to see this.
What?
What is he doing?
I don't want him to repeat his
I'll do it
performance.
again. I'll do it again. Ready?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're watching right now.
That is what Morgana
That's probably
is
the most
doing.
disturbing thing I've seen.
But that's what Morgana is tricked into doing.
Since the
In that,
That's what she
yeah,
did.
that's the most
What she did
disturbing thing I've seen
That's what she did to Arthur to
myth-
get pregnant.
since the Odyssey trailer I saw the other day. Anywho, sorry,
no,
I'll
no,
rephrase that.
Hugh, no.
That was much more entertaining than the Odyssey trailer I just saw the other day.
But Morgana doing that,
Anywho.
the dragon's breath is coming
Yes.
out of her. So the dragon's breath is coming out of her, and then Merlin, like sort of like a force ghost, Merlin says, "Oh, he's got to do that in her sleep," and he says, "Oh, by the way, the cost of doing this is that you will age."
Yeah.
And so she ages.
Yeah, words to that effect.
very
He's got some sort of smart ass fucking
Mhm.
little thing he says. I can't remember what
And then
exactly
bizarrely,
the line is.
Mordred is like, someone comes up to Mordred, Arthur's incest baby, and is like, Mordred, there's all this fog. What's going on? And he's like, no, my mother has a sense for this.
No, mother said.
Yeah, and he storms
Bitty.
into the tent, and then his mum comes out, and she's like, "Oh, give
And
me a kiss or something."
fucking strangles her.
beautiful son.
And she's an old lady,
Yeah, he fucks her up.
He fucking.
and Mordred is like, "What the fuck?" And he kills her.
Mm.
He just fucking kills her, and then that is the end of Morgana. And you realize from that point on that Arthur is going to win the battle.
But he doesn't, though.
Mm.
Well, what happens is there's a
Well,
showdown.
Mm.
The
Yeah, the
Arthurian
two armies
forces
meet.
win.
Ah,
Because what the very next day, the two forces battle each other. That's the end of the film, basically.
Mm.
Arthur kills Mordred.
fight.
Mordred kills Arthur.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, that's the next thing that happens. But it's clear
hold
that
on,
if Merlin
hold on.
didn't,
We're missing a part here.
Mhm.
We're missing the part. No, we're not missing the part. I'm actually skipping ahead because
you skipped ahead. Yeah.
I did because Arthur kills Mordred, but Mordred kills Arthur. But then Arthur tells Percival to take the sword and throw it back into the lake.
You're right, Hugh. But you're actually
Correct.
skipping ahead, but a little bit there.
That's
What
right. Yeah,
happens
yeah.
is
So
the two forces battle each other.
The battle.
Yep.
And then you get the redemption of
Oh, yes.
Lancelot. who
Lancelot coming in.
turns up,
big
big hairy
Lancelot
fucking
returns.
beast of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Which is my favorite Lancelot part, apart from the fact that I think his ass cheeks are absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I stop you here? That's your favorite. The ass cheeks are your favorite Lancelot. What about Richard Gere?
No.
His first night,
Fuck
running
Richard Gere.
through the fucking gauntlet.
He's no Lancelot.
Richard
I've
Gere
not
is no
seen that film
Lancelot.
because
I challenge you to a duel, sir.
He's no.
next time
whoever
you're in
this guy is.
Australia, Hugh, I will take you up on that.
Oh, I will take you up on that.
I
duel.
have swords.
Oh, I will not take you up on that duel, and I'll be going to Victoria.
The point is, though, that Lancelot turns the
Where you'll be
the
arrested.
tide.
Yeah.
In the battle between the two forces, Lancelot returns at the exact right moment to turn the tide.
He does.
It's his motherfucker.
He's bearded. He's
And
bearded Warhammer zealot witchfinder fucking character.
Absolutely, and just fucking takes out half the fucking army. Like,
yes,
brilliant.
And that is it's a really important moment. And then Mordred, King Arthur's bastard incest baby, says, "Father,
incest,
let us
nepo
embrace
baby,
at last.
Nepo baby.
Let us embrace," and then impales him.
Yep. Then the two of them
his
impale
fucking
each other.
spear, and then Arthur
So they
fucking
both
stabs him in the chest with with Excalibur. Mordred just coughs blood and dies.
Mhm.
Arthur's
And then King
on
Arthur
his
says,
deathbed.
Percival, take Excalibur and throw Excalibur into the lake. And Percival rides away, rides up to the lake, and then
Doesn't
do it. He won't do it.
Mm.
That's interesting.
And then he comes back and it's like, I couldn't do it. And Arthur's like, do it. And he's like, all right, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'll go do it.
It's the weirdest narrative decision. Because
again, I'd be interested to know if once you finish reading the book, if that's how it plays out, or is that just
because it's such a weird decision. Like, you can kind of get it from, again, it's kind of got this Lord of the Rings thing about it where, don't throw the one ring into the fire. Keep it. You need it. It's useful.
Yeah,
and it's
but what the fuck are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
I would
And then
fucking love.
Mm.
I would love if Frodo went up to that fucking volcano at the end of Return of the King, and he's like, you know what? I could use this for YouTube. Fuck it. And he just puts it back on and just fucking
but
walks off.
that is what happens. Like it's Percival's this thought process is we need Excalibur. I'm not going to throw it in the fucking water.
But where's he put it though? Where's he put it in the interim?
He just rides back. That's the weird thing. He just rides back, and then Arthur's like, "Did you throw it in the thing?" And he's like, "No." And Arthur's like, well,
I call your bullshit. He called his bullshit before he turned up. Like,
Yeah, Percival was like, now I'm the King of England.
And then the thing that happens is that Arthur is carried away on a ship to Avalon, and that is the Lord. That's the end of the Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings takes its ending straight from the Arthurian myth. In my opinion, it's just they ride away to this
the Undying Lands.
The Undying Lands, yeah.
Oh, I'm stepping out of this one. I disagree with both of them. I don't want to get on the bad side of any fucking Tolkien fans that watch this channel. I'm all with you.
What do you mean? Like, no, for sure, it's the same thing.
Explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself. You're wearing a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt. Fuck off.
Because
go on, roll a D20 and see what you get.
All right, hold on. Let me get my D20.
Yeah.
But a big part 20.
Of the Arthurian... I win.
A big part of the Arthurian myth
I call your bullshit.
That Arthur is going to return.
That's the whole point. I mean, fucking hell, the X-Men had... What was their British team? Excalibur?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when
I think so.
When England needed heroes, Excalibur was the team. It had led by Captain Britain, and they had a whole ton of things. There's a whole lot of fucking Arthurian legends where King Arthur was going to come back to protect.
Well, that was apparently one of the reasons why the Arthurian myth was it was kind of forbidden for a long time because it interfered with Christian concepts of the return of Christ, because if people are going like, oh well, Arthur's going to come back, then the return of Jesus.
I'm not going to. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You and me both, dude.
Yes, I would like one day to actually make some money from YouTube. I'm just putting it out there.
Yes,
and having an opinion.
Hail to King Trump! Yay, King Trump! Yay!
Hey,
but
our first trillionaire, Mr. Elon Musk.
Fucking yeah! Hey, Elon, yo, Chucky Elon.
Who looks like a fucking alien?
Oh my fucking god! If there's anyone that didn't look like E.T., I don't know who the fuck that guy literally looks like. You just every time he has an interview, I expect him to just go, Elon for no.
Has that fucker had plastic surgery? Like, I know
it looks like it. It fucking looks like it, man. He looks like it. Should
we
be recording this part, or should I just?
Oh, you know what? Any publicity is good publicity.
Nah, fuck it.
Anywho,
have we finished with Excalibur now? Can we move on to a new film?
I think so. I
think so. I mean, obviously we're going to have our final thoughts, and I've got a few final thoughts.
I would love to hear them, because I definitely have mine. I definitely have my final thoughts.
Let's start with that. Let's start with your final thoughts.
Well, okay. So, like I said, this is in my top 5. You may not think that because of some of the things I've said, but I'm purely coming from this as as a a 5, 6, maybe I can't remember the first time I saw it. It was on TV, and I remember automatically just falling in love with the film.
Mhm.
I'd never seen anything like it before, and I've never seen anything to its caliber since. I think I might have mentioned that in the first episode of this review, that there's never ever been a King Arthurian myth film that could stand up to this 1981 interpretation of King Arthur. What I have seen of everything done since then is just been total dog shit. But not only to me did it resonate something in my still developing subconscious with the visuals and the story, etc. And you guys know that we've had conversation about this before, but it was my first introduction to classical music.
Mm.
Hearing Carmen Barina for the first time. I mean, I can't describe, as a young kid seeing and hearing that for the first time, but it certainly had a profound effect on my musical tastes henceforth, I suppose. Again, as you guys know, like, I love Beethoven, I love Mozart, Wagner, Wagner. Can't even pronounce it properly now. What, 7 Guinnesses in, and Wagner. There you go, Wagner. Like it actually, that film, like I said, not only visually but the score had such a massive effect on me back then, and it still has a massive effect on me now. Like, I still listen to classical music when I write, when I paint, when I'm just fucking walking around.
Yeah.
It's a choice between death, black, thrash, metal, or classical music in its different forms. I think. I mean, I'm not aware of any other film personally that had that
Yeah.
mixture of the visual with the soundtrack. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm finding it really difficult to explain because it's such an important film to me, because of those reasons.
I think
I mean, it certainly has its flaws, but I mean, as a whole, I think it's such a great package. And if you haven't seen it, fuck, just treat yourself.
I honestly think you've nailed it right there in just that one sentence. It's such an important film. Like, that's all there is to say, because you articulated the visuals with the soundtrack. It just comes together. So I think, like, I don't think you need to say anything else. I think you captured everything right there, absolutely perfectly.
Like I said,
Oh,
if I wasn't seven Guinnesses in, I'd probably be able to explain it a bit better. But
but I don't think you need to. I think you did perfectly. I think you did perfectly well. You said exactly what we're all saying.
I think it's not that I don't need to articulate. I can't articulate anymore because
Luke,
fucking
one of the
toasted.
things I've got to say about it is we were praising the first few scenes in our first discussion of this, and reading the screenplay. One of the things that was amazing to me is it's written into the screenplay. If you read the screenplay, they wrote those, those first opening scenes with Merlin walking through the shadows and the mist, and the sort of the clamor of the battle between the knights in that opening scene, and the sort of fire and brimstone kind of opening. It's all there. It's from a screenplay to an execution level. It's a fire and brimstone fantasy, romance, sword and sorcery film that is the people who made it took so seriously that it can't be topped. Like, I think this is the only, other than the Lord of the Rings, I think this is probably the best film evocation of sword and sorcery, Arthurian legend, any of those genres. It's just so perfect. Like the way that the set design, the performances. I think if you're someone who's interested even slightly in these genres, this is the perfect film. I don't think they could make this film today. I don't think they could do justice to the Arthurian legend in the way that they did the film. It's just so, the sort of the effort that they've made to do justice, to do right by the story itself, it is so visually evident in the story that it's just impossible for me to imagine. Like, there are plenty of King Arthur films since 1981. None of them have come close to this, and I don't think they ever will. I don't think there'll ever be a version of the King Arthur legend that is so aptly represented the way that this film does it. And I say, and I would have said that before reading Thomas Mallory's stories, and having read them, I feel even more sure that that's the case. It's just, it's unbelievable.
Please don't remake them. Please don't try and remake it.
Exactly.
Just don't.
Do not remake these stories. Don't touch them. Just show your kids Excalibur 1981. That's it.
That's right. That's it. That's it. No, beautifully said.
now it's up to me to end this.
Yes. Yes.
So my introduction to fantasy came in 1988 with Fighting Fantasy game books.
Oh, so you hadn't seen any films at that point?
No, I had not seen any fantasy films. And that led me into the early 80s fantasy movies, such as Deathstalker and, of course, Excalibur. I am going to parrot Dr. Luke Carman. Do not remake this film, please. This film does not need to be remade. However, This film needs to be watched. It needs to be studied. It needs to be explained. It needs to be researched. It needs to be part of a bigger conversation in early fantasy literature. And I'm not just talking about stuff from the 80s. I'm talking about stuff from the 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever. This is an important film. This is a brilliant film. This film is almost perfect. And I say almost perfect because the time jumps can be a little jarring for some viewers
Yeah,
that don't
absolutely. Absolutely.
understand the time skip. But the troubling thing for me is that Excalibur is an overlooked fantasy film. And the reason is because of modern fantasy films like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, which they're their own thing. That's fine. But people don't want to go back and see where that inspiration came from. That's what.
That's right. Tolkien took a lot of his inspiration from the Arthurian myth.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
of course.
documented.
Yeah,
So did C.S. Lewis with the Narnia fucking books. And Peter Jackson obviously took cues
obviously
from these sorts of movies. However, I understand that that's not entirely feasible in this day and age. People don't want to, where did he get this idea from? I'll go back and watch this movie, and I'll go back and watch this movie. I'll go back and watch it. I get it. But if you do, you're going to enjoy films so much more, because Excalibur is a film that once you watch it, if you watch it for the first time, you're going to look at films that you watch now and go, that came from that. That was a reference for that. That was a reference for that. And that just enhances the viewing experience. But if you don't want to do that, and I fully understand you little Plaguelands, if you don't want to do that, watch it anyway, because the movie is fucking fantastic. This is an Ian Van Gammett pick, and he knows his shit. So just go and watch Excalibur. This is the third part of our Excalibur review, the third and final part. Any last thoughts before we end this video?
I'm going to give it, if you asked me, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
And my rationale for that is it does what it is unimpeachably. It's just so perfect. Like, okay, it's not a perfect film. It's a weird film. It's eccentric. But that is part of its charm.
Yep.
And I just think it tells the story of the Arthurian legend better than even the original source material. I know that's controversial, but it's just perfect. It's just perfect, even in its insane, weird, naked butthole.
You know why I think that is, Luke? Because it doesn't treat the audience like they're fucking idiots. It doesn't spoon feed us. It just says, this is the story. If you don't know the story, you're a fucking dickhead, because this is the story, and they just give us the story.
Yeah.
Anyone that went in 1981 to see Excalibur knew it was an Arthurian legend. Like, they fucking knew it.
Yeah, exactly. And the more I read of the Arthurian legend from Mallory, the more I appreciate this film, which makes which confirms to me, okay, they did right. They did right in the story.
Okay. Mr. Ian Van Gammett, final comments, thoughts?
10 out of 10. That's it. 10 out of 10. Go fucking watch it.
And for me,
Just fucking do it.
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Yep.
Oh, you fucking slag. Anyway.
No, I can see that. I can see that.
I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for one reason. Until we find out if there was poop or ballsack hanging from Lancelot's butthole, I can't give it
Dude,
the 10
it's
out of 10.
ballsack.
If I knew definitively if it was poop or ballsack, it's a 10 out of 10. I don't know definitively. It's got to be a 9 out of 10 until we get that confirmation.
That's ballsack.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I mean, this fucking movie is, it's fucking brilliant on every fucking level. Acting, dialogue, action, the fucking drama, the tension, the story beats. Like, this is literally a perfect sword and sorcery film. It literally is a perfect sword and sorcery film. And if any of you Plaguelands out there disagree, by all means, please leave a comment below. Be respectful, but give your reasons why. Because this is what we want. We want an open dialogue about films. We don't want to shit on movies. We don't want to start harassment or anything like that. But this is just an opinion. Your opinions are valid, which is fine. So this is it. This movie is literally the perfect sword and sorcery film. If you want,
I agree.
If you want a level for sword and sorcery, this is the top. This is it. Excalibur. Like, this is the one that you go to first. If you've got young children and you want to introduce them to the sword and sorcery genre, show them Excalibur. You might want to blur out the titties if they're too young, but whatever. And the butthole, Lancelot's butthole.
The sexy butt cheeks.
Yeah. But if you disagree, please, by any means, let us know what you would hold up as an alternative.
Of course.
Oh, please.
Of course. Because we don't make these videos to push our opinions on anyone. We make these videos to create a dialogue. And if we can't do that, what's the point? So
exactly.
Please, everyone, leave your opinions in the comment section below. But this was the third and final episode of Excalibur. Didn't think it would go for 3, but it did. And I have to say, I am so fucking thankful it did, because we had so much to say about this fucking movie. It was awesome. It was some of the greatest Saturday nights I've had in a long, long time, people. Who is up for the next video pick?
I know what it is.
Go for it.
I reckon the next one's Weird Science.
Oh, yes.
Cannot wait. Nothing like a good 80s sex comedy to get the monetary bucks flowing. We are going to leave it here,
Fuck
you little Plaguelandians. So I am going to sign off now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe. Of course, leave a comment. Do you guys have any other comments to leave to our Plaguelandian fans?
No, that's it. Catch you in the next one.
Watch a fucking film, people.